Hi guys, in this video we're going to have a look at a topic. I'm not too sure what to call it. Let's just call it calculations, but whatever it is, it's really going to help us with our percentages later on. So you're going to given a fact, something like this. £2 buys a bag of sugar weighing 500 grams. And not what do these calculations give us, because that's what the answer is when you type it into your calculator, or just work it out in your head. I'm not interested in that, it's too easy. But when we do this calculation, what are we actually working out? And that bit is the tricky bit. So we know £200 is 500 grams. And if we look at the question, the 2 is being divided by 500. Because it's an equation, I have to do the same to both sides. And look what happens. On the right-hand side, I'm going to get 1 gram. On the left-hand side, I'm going to get a value. You can easily work that out. It overcomplicates things if you do. But it's going to be an amount in pounds. So what are we actually working out about the scenario? Well, it's the cost of 1 gram in pounds. Let's look at number 2. Well, the £2 is now changed, but that must be pence, mustn't it? So 200 pence is equal to 500 grams. That's true. In the question, we're dividing this side, or the 200, by 500. So let's do that to both sides. I get 1 gram. These are going to cancel. I'm going to get this time a cost in pence. Probably far more valuable statistic than number 1, because for 1 gram you don't expect it to cost very much, so you want to go for a nice low unit on the other side. Let's look at number 3. So I should write here, actually, before I do that, cost of 1 gram in pence. So 502, we've got that in the question, so let's set it up again. So 200 is equal to 500, £2, is equal to 500, but this time that's being divided by 2. I see. I'm now getting £1. I know that's 250, but I'm not going to write it. So it's how many grams I get for £1. So I'm going to write that down. How many grams I get, or buy, I should say, for £1. Number 4, 500, well, that's in the question. 200, that's it in pence again. So let's do that. So 200 pence equals 500 grams. That's being divided by 200 in the question. So let's do it to the other side. Get 1 pence. I can see that's 2.5, but that overcomplicates things. So it's how many grams I get for 1 pence. I'm not going to write it this time just because of the length of the video, but I think you get the gist of it. Now, this is where it starts to get tricky. So we can see we've already got this worked out. That is the number of pennies it costs for 1 gram. But now I'm timesing it by 100. Well, if I do that, the amount of pennies it costs, well, that's just going to go up by 100. So easily convert into pounds. What I'm going to get on this side, instead of 1 gram, it's now 100 grams. And you'll notice that's a far more useful statistic, especially when you're comparing prices of products in a supermarket. You'll often get the price per 100 grams, and that's the sort of calculation they would be doing. Let's look. So maybe pause the video, have a go at these, and see how you get on. And when you're ready, hit play. Oh, and I must say, that is shocking. Sorry, SP, spelling mistake. Sorry about that. Probably happen on the next slide as well now. Never mind. Right, so 4 and 420, both in the questions. Let's write down a fact we know is true. 4 kilograms equals 420. The 4 in the question is being divided by 420, so let's do that to both sides. And you should be able to see very quickly is how many kilograms I get for £1. So how many kilograms of flour I get for £1. Okay, well, this time the 4 kgs is changed to grams. So 4,000 grams is £4.20. You can see we're still dividing by the £4.20. So I'm getting £1 how many grams. So how many grams I get for £1. And you can see here I actually put the sign, so it's grams per pound, grams per £1. You might not get it from there, the £1, but you certainly will doing it like I did earlier. So here again, we've got 4,000 grams, but this time they've changed this to pence. So divide by 420, divide by 20, you get 1 pence. How many grams? So how many grams of flour I receive for 1 pence? Not many. Actually, quite a bit. Yeah, quite a bit actually. Now, right, okay. So this is now here. But what I'm doing is timesing it by 500. So it's a bit tricky. So how many grams will I get? Well, 500 times more, but I haven't worked it out, so I'm not going to write it now. But what will I get on the right-hand side? I'd have 500 pence or £5. So how many grams I get for £5? Okay, let's have a look at one more. So again, ever so sorry, SP. Now, 12 rolls cost £3.40. So pause the video, have a little look, and then press play when you're ready. So 12 rolls equals £3.40. Well, that's interesting because I'm not dividing by 12 or £3.40. So I'm just going to put them on, see what happens. You should be able to see on the left-hand side, I get 4 rolls and a number I don't care to calculate. So it's how much does 4 rolls cost in pounds, sorry. Okay, this one makes a little bit more sense because we've got 12 rolls and you can see they've made the conversion into pence. That's being divided by 340, so let's do that to both sides, and I get 1 pence. I'm not going to get many rolls at all for a pence, so that's not too much of a sensible statistic, but that's what it means. Here we've got 12 rolls, and this time they've kept it all the same as the question, I mean. But we're dividing by 12. Let's do that. You can see I get 1 roll, and how much 1 roll costs in pounds. Again, that's the most sensible one when you're walking up and down the toilet roll aisle looking for the best value for money. That's the sort of figure you want to look for.